question I have for you. If you could have 6 people at a dinner party, fancy party, who would you invite? And this can be anyone, okay? They're allowed to be dead or alive. Now, when I think about who I'd have as my 6, the first one is quite obvious. It's Jesus. Okay, the second one is Paul. Probably have to, okay? And then third one, Dawn French. Okay? Who doesn't love The Vicar of Dibley? Series 5 is coming out soon. That's all I can say. So you got Jesus, Paul, Dawn French. I'm going to add Moses in there, okay? I love the story of Moses and I would love to hear it from him. So that's 4. I'm going to add James Corden in there, okay? Just because. And I'm thinking at the end of the night, we could all try and do a carpool karaoke. Let's make memories, people. And then the last one would be a guy called Phil Pawley, who has been someone, you don't know him, okay? He's been someone that has been so influential in my life from a young person. Now, what would you have to eat? What would be the menu? Well, for me, it's quite simple. Mackerel pate, love it. Okay, so that would be for starters. Then I'm thinking main course, like a really good burger and chips. Okay, really good burger and chips. And then finally, chocolate fondue. Okay, because I think Dawn French would appreciate that. So you need to watch Vicar of Dibley to understand that. But they would be like the absolute ingredients of a perfect night and perfect feast. Here in the passage, it says, you prepare a feast in the presence of my enemies. Now, I don't know about you, but as I said on my list of people that I'd invite to a dinner party, an enemy wouldn't be up there. I would only invite people that I respected, that I loved, that I cared for, that I knew that I was going to have a good night with. Now, the word enemies means someone that's out to hurt someone or to go against someone. Now, for David, that was the case. He'd peeved off quite a lot of people, and there was a long list of people that were out to get him. Not just to hurt him, but actually to kill him. Now, in this verse, it kind of highlights that God is the host of this feast. Now, a host's job is to protect all their guests. So by David writing, you prepare a feast in the presence of my enemies, he knows that God is going to protect him and protect him every step of the way. We continue in this verse with, you anoint my head with oil. Now this sounds rather bizarre to me and you, but back then it was a sign of a blessing towards a guest that would come to the house. And then David continues to say that his cup overflows with blessings. Now God, he wants to bless us, and it's not just like, oh, you can have one and that's it. No, God wants to lavish his blessings upon us. Now, blessings aren't like a Christmas shopping list, okay? Blessings is something that leads us to happiness. Now, we may think that this certain thing may make us happy and we're like, God bless me with this, and it doesn't happen. And that's because actually God knows that it's not the best thing for us, and that's what he wants. From this, I know from this verse that God protects, that God provides, and that God lavishes his blessings upon us. God doesn't do things half-heartedly. No, he goes absolutely above and beyond. Something we don't often recognize is the blessings around us. And during this time now, I want you to just think about the things that God has blessed you with the people around you, with actually having a roof over your head, having food on the table, creation in itself. So I want you to write them down so it reminds you that God doesn't just bless you once, he just blesses you over and over and over again. And then we thank him for those blessings.